Starting my workday feels even more difficult than usual today. I find myself procrastinating, hiding among my plants and avoiding the tasks at hand. To be honest, I've been working like crazy lately, and I've reached a point where my brain is starting to feel fried. As much as I love my plants, I'm starting to feel like I'm running on autopilot, and taking care of them feels almost mechanical. But they remind me that not everything has to lead somewhere. Some things are worth doing because they make home feel like home, or they remind you who you are outside work. Lately, my art and everything around it has been moving at such pace that I feel like I'm barely keeping up. I've always been a slow person by nature, so this sudden momentum is both really exciting and a bit terrifying. And maybe that's why I've been working so hard, to figure out what all of this means to me. I've been navigating a sea of new skills, everything from international shipping and invoicing to the logistics of starting a business and maybe finding an accountant as well. It's all the important stuff that sounds so boring, but feels very overwhelming to figure out. And it is why I came back to these quick sketches, because they are something very familiar, something that feels safe. I've found myself reaching for oil pastels lately. There's something about these bold, vibrant colors that gives me a little boost of energy. And maybe even more than that, I really love how messy they are, because they remind me of the crayons I used as a child, and there's something very comforting about that. Even though my morning wasn't really the best, creating these little sketches felt so therapeutic. Sometimes playing with color and releasing tension feels more important than creating something with purpose and intention. I haven't bought strawberries in 10 years because they are so ridiculously expensive now. But recently my mom sent me money and told me to buy some. And it was one of those really wonderful things she does, usually when you least expect it. It was way too hot on the sunny balcony, but I felt like eating the first strawberries in years was such an outside thing to do. So I created myself a little cozy nook on the shaded area. The morning was so sluggish, like one of those days when your brain feels like it's stuck in slow motion. But sometimes it takes a handful of strawberries and a bit of gardening to untangle a tired mind. It gave me the spark I needed to tackle one more project before heading into a few days off. As you have probably already noticed, I recently updated my website. I still had just a few things to tweak while I was filming this vlog, but I finally got everything sorted now. After finishing work today, I felt like stepping back to my studio. But now the atmosphere felt completely different. The frantic, stressed out energy was starting to fade. I think getting those few tasks out of the way brought me this sense of relief. And it's like my brain finally got the memo that it is okay to relax and just to be creative again. I've come to realize I can't really find my flow until the practical stuff is off my plate. So tonight I'm just playing around and trying out these torn paper collages. They are a bit more geometric and colorful than what I usually do, but it felt really good just to be playful and not worry about the outcome. As the night grew darker, I could finally feel the tension melting off my shoulders. I've realized that summer days often feel overwhelming. The constant light creates this pressure to always be on. But the evenings are different. They are my sanctuary. As the sun starts to set, that frantic energy fades, and I can finally exhale. It's the only part of the day when I don't feel like I'm rushing to keep up.